Hello, happy people. This is Mr. Wilcox coming to you from my kitchen table again. We have learned 5 properties for multiplying and dividing exponents, and today we're going to talk about what happens if you have negative exponents or if your exponent is 0. So first up is 0 exponents. This is going to be your favorite rule. I'm going to pause here for a second so you can pause the video and write this down in your notebook. All right, so the 0 exponent rule is that if we have any power and its exponent is 0, then it is equal to 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So a to the 0 power is 1, 5 to the 0 power is 1, negative 10 billion to the 0 power is 1, and 10,000 to the 0 power is 1. So anytime you have any power that goes to the 0th power, it goes to 1. Negative exponents aren't quite as easy as 0 exponents. So again, I'm going to pause here for a second so you can pause the video, write it down, and hit play again when you are ready. So negative exponents we don't like. We don't want any negative exponents. So what we do is we change them to positive exponents. But you can't just change a negative exponent to be positive. What you have to do is you have to move that power to the other side of the fraction to make it positive. So for example, if we had 2 to the negative first power to make it a positive power, you move your 2 to the bottom of the fraction, and now it's 2 to the first on the bottom, and on top we had moved everything, so we just had 1. So 2 to the negative 1 is actually 1 over 2, or 1/2. If we have x over y to the negative third, our x has a hidden power of 1, and so that's positive, so it stays where it's at. And y to the negative third, we don't want that to be negative, so I'm going to move that to the top of the fraction to make that y to the third. And then I moved everything on the bottom, so what's left is 1. So if we simplify that, that is just x times y to the third. All right, so we're just moving that any power with a negative exponent to the other side of the fraction to make it positive. All right, so what I have for you is just some more examples. So we're going to evaluate each expression and write it with a positive exponent. So our first example is x to the 0. Remember, anything to the 0 power, any power with the 0 as an exponent is equal to 1. So our answer there is just 1. All right, for the second problem, we have 6y to the negative fourth. Remember, our 6 has a hidden power of 1 there. It won't show up. Let's see, 1. There we go. So since 6 has a positive power, it's going to stay on top. So we have 6, but our y is part of a power that has a negative exponent, so it's going to move to the bottom so that our exponent can go from negative 4 to positive 4. So our answer there is 6 over y to the 4th. All right, 2 more examples. Number 3, we have 2 over 3y to the negative fourth. So there are hidden positive power of 1 on the 2 and on the 3. So 2 to the first power is going to stay on top, and 3 to the first power is going to stay on bottom. But our y is going to move because that is part of the power that has the negative exponents. Our y is going to come to the top, and instead of negative 4, it's now going to be positive 4. So our answer there is 2y to the 4th over 3. All right, last example. We have x to the 0, y to the 7th, z to the negative 6. So our x to 0 is going to go to 1. Our y to the 7th is a positive power, so it's going to stay on top. And now we're going to have a bottom of the fraction because we're going to move our z down so that our Z to the negative 6 can become Z to the 6th if we move it to the bottom of the fraction. 1 times y to the 7th is just y to the 7th. And so our Z to the 6th stays on the bottom. So we have y to the 7th over Z to the 6th. So it doesn't matter where the negative exponent starts. We move it to the other side of the fraction to make it positive. All right. So I hope you're all happy. I hope you're all healthy. And I hope you all have a great